Hey guys, we're Not Today's Society. My name is Bonnie, and this is Pat.
Pat, let me talk. I can say my name. I'm not just a hand gesturer over here.
All right, so we went.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, whatever holiday we're at right now.
Yeah, we're around the holiday
Christmas,
season. New Year's,
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
4th of July.
The way they combine everything. Yeah.
Happy holidays. Anywho, let's go.
Happy Thanksgiving. Wasn't that long ago.
All right. So we are going to jump right in. These are just some random conspiracy, non-conspiracy, whatever.
Yeah.
Random
Happy
videos.
St. Patrick's Day. It was in my head the whole time. I couldn't think of it.
Merry Easter.
I was like, what's the one with the leprechaun?
Okay. All right, let's go.
Let's jump into this. Subscribe if you're interested in more content, and we'll chat with you guys in the comments. Let's go.
A man can be a woman because he feels like one. If a white person can be a black person because she feels like one. If a healthy person can mutilate herself because she feels disabled. If a grown man can be a baby because he feels infantile. Where does this end? Can a child be an adult because she feels like a grown-up? Can a teenager buy alcohol because he identifies as over 21 years of age? Can a grown man attend kindergarten because he identifies as a 6-year-old girl? Can a child spend the day at doggy daycare instead of school because the child feels like a canine? If not, why not? If a kid can be transgender because he feels like a girl, who are we to tell a child he must attend school or obey his parents or refuse him a beer when he orders one? You can't have it both ways.
All right.
That is definitely a controversial subject.
Video. And we're just going to
Video
leave that
subject.
there, and I want to see everyone's thoughts. And
Yes. Maybe in the future we'll give our slight things on it. But in this video, for the sake of not making the world go crazy on this video, you guys can go crazy.
I just want to see what
in the
everyone's
comments.
thoughts are.
I'm genuinely curious.
I don't know what, did you hear someone in the background? At some part of the video, I thought like someone was like telling her to stop or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't pay that close attention.
But
there was some stuff she said that is funny, in the sense of like, yeah, that's insane. Like, just a thought process. Yeah. Like, I forget which one, but there was some.
My dog. My kid identifies as a dog. Can he go to doggy daycare?
If my kid, or if you identify as being 21, can you buy alcohol? You know what I mean? Like, that does bring something into play. You know what I mean? Like, that is something that doesn't matter. You know, it's the law. You can't. But we're gonna end.
Let's just.
You guys let us know.
It's one of those things where like, here's this. We're just gonna leave this here.
Yeah.
Please let us know your thoughts.
Here's the notebook, the platter, the whatever. You write, you eat, you drop the comments. We said our bit a little bit. Maybe we'll have another video.
All right.
This definitely is very controversial, so let us know what you think.
Now, the next video goes hand in hand with our previous episode.
I didn't see
part 2. I didn't see it fully either.
The Simpsons one. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll link it in the corner.
Yes, link it.
It ends with the Simpsons one, and this is apparently part 2.
Part 2 of the Simpsons predictions.
Yes, let's see.
Scientists believe they are getting closer to proving the existence of the Higgs boson, the hypothetical subatomic particle thought to supply mass to the matter that makes up our universe. An experiment is to resume Wednesday at the Large Hadron Collider near Geneva, designed to catch a glimpse of the so-called God particle.
In 2012, scientists at CERN discovered the missing God particle, a previously unknown building block of our universe, today known as the Higgs boson.
It fundamentally changes our understanding of the universe.
It was a massive discovery for quantum physics.
There's nothing else like the Higgs in nature. This is a completely new kind of object.
Scientists believe that without the Higgs, there would be no gravity and no universe.
15 years earlier, in the 1998 episode, Homer wrote this equation on the blackboard. To viewers, it meant nothing. It was absolute jargon.
At that stage, so this is a long time ago, nobody knew the mass of the Higgs boson. Nobody even knew if it existed.
The equation predicted the mass of the missing God particle so precisely that he was only this far off.
This breakthrough in understanding the origins of mass
15 whole years before it was discovered. What? This scene is by far the most specific prediction The Simpsons has made, to a shocking level of accuracy. The question we're asking, the question that's been asked for 30 years, the answer to this whole video, it must be buried in this one scene.
The first equation on the board is an attempt to estimate the mass of the Higgs boson. And as a particle physicist, that resonated with me.
We're gonna do the math. Bitch.
Are you serious? Fuck.
I made my friend Mia watch 100 episodes of The Simpsons, randomly picked from all seasons. I couldn't get over it.
It's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation.
Edward Snowden's NSA spying scandal. They made the prediction 5 years before it even came true. Trump's presidency, 17 years.
We've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
Disney buys Fox, 19 years. Statue of David censorship, 26 years. Okay, it's not a deep state plot, and it's not by chance. The show's executive producer, Al Jean, says that they're somehow predicting these intentionally.
Emmy award-winning producer and writer. He's worked on The Simpsons since the start in 1989.
One overwhelming factor that determines the content of the show is that we are produced a year in advance, like the clip I just showed. We're actually amateur futurologists.
How the fuck are they doing this?
Okay, I've got all the numbers. I counted every time the show had a joke or had a plot device that had the potential to come true.
Mia's discoveries were worthy of reshaping how I perceive the word prediction. Up until now, I've been seeing this whole spectrum as predictions, but it's really not fair to say that this is the same as this.
$9? This one's on me.
There was one crazy sell where Bart held up a brochure that is New York on $9 a day. The World Trade Center. This was 1996. It was in the background, so it looked like 9/11. That was insane, and of course unplanned. It was a terrible coincidence. That was Al Jean, the show's current executive producer and former showrunner. Conspiracy theorists online claim that this is proof that the deep state masterminds behind the show knew of 9/11 5 years in advance. The episode is completely absent of anything to do with the attack. It's a magazine with the New York skyline. That's a coincidence.
According to the internet, there's 43 predictions that The Simpsons got right. But I think 13 of them are coincidences. Looking at the other 30 predictions, with a degree of like 95% confidence and a p-score around like 0.11, I think it's clear that
She said a bunch of other shit that totally went above my head. It made me realize that we needed to get a real professional involved. This other part of the spectrum, with 30 examples unexplained by coincidence. What does it mean?
Okay.
Maybe there's a part 3.
Yeah.
But
that goes in, yes.
Hand in hand with
coincidences,
predictions, and
like with so many episodes, so many jokes, there's
a higher chance of having a prediction or a joke come true.
Right. Yeah.
You're doing 100 versus 10. You have a higher chance of more of them coming true. You're gonna have a lot more wrong, but a lot more are gonna be right. People just focus on what's right.
But then there was like that, whatever it was, 30 of them that,
Then there's the whole coincidence versus what
too far.
And then
not a coincidence.
Yeah, then you got the actual producers basically saying like, we try to do that. So now that kind of takes it like a step further. We're like, they're literally looking for things in the world that could potentially be controversial or
so those little
switching
examples,
and
it's so
that.
crazy, yeah.
But
it's really...
there are some that it is crazy when you think about it. It's like, even if they're trying to, I don't know.
How do you know? I don't know.
Or is there that many that they do that like it doesn't matter? You got 99 wrong and 1 right, and everyone's just like, wow.
I think what this one was saying was like they kind of digged in a little bit further. Like, yes, okay, at first it was a numbers game. There's so many, it's bound to happen. But now there was like, they dug more and said, partial coincidence, but non-coincidence.
That's crazy. You let us know what you think about The Simpsons and them predicting the future, and if there's any like right now or like more recent that has happened about predictions that were true, definitely drop a comment and let us know so we know this is still going on right now or something like very recent. I would like to know about that.
All right.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's
So
crazy.
you got to read along with what was,
Yes,
obviously you see
basically they're saying that they want to use it in a politician's political world, which I don't know how you would do that. We were talking about AI in our last video, and I was saying how AI to most people is like, writing and image making, creating, and you were saying, and we're like, there's definitely, they're using it in ways we don't know. This is an example when it comes to the robotic side, like that thing.
To have it get into our government, that's crazy. But we'll see.
I want to know how robot AI is being used in ways that either I don't know or people are not, mentioning, kind of hiding. So if you guys know about that, that's
what I've been trying to dig on recently. But there's been more robot stuff.
Definitely drop a comment if you know more about robot AI being used. That's what's super interesting, because the whole writing.
We have some good ones in this video, so in this episode. So
I don't know any of the videos in this episode here. She knows some of them, so we're just gonna hop in because I'm excited if we got more about robots in here.
There's also a rapper that predicted coronavirus in 2013. You know that?
Who's that?
Dr. Creep.
I never heard of it.
Because, bro, this guy, hold on, I gotta read out the lyrics because this is crazy.
In a song or just said it?
His song is literally called Pandemic.
What the fuck?
This is in 2013. Hold on. So this is the lyrics. The virus is harvesting. What do you mean? Begin life in the lab in the war of vaccines.
Life in the lab of the first war with vaccines. Niggas died in the first week of the pandemic dreams.
Goes on.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the song, he says, 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Nah.
Happens 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Let me see that.
Body stacking.
Yo, what the fuck?
2020 coronavirus, body stacking.
This is from 2013 though?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, bro.
June 21st, 2013. What the fuck?
Dr. Creep.
Is he still alive?
He is.
What the fuck?
But you know what? I saw, because I researched him more. I'm like, there has to be a reason why this guy.
Okay.
Thanks for cutting off. What are all these things getting cut off? The fact that he said coronavirus. Unless I am don't know about this, I thought coronavirus was literally specific to this current COVID.
Yeah, I thought it was
thing.
COVID-19. I thought
COVID-19
19 came from 2019 because that's when it originally started.
I thought it was about
I don't know.
In 2013, someone saying coronavirus was it's literally an unknown word, unless I'm mistaken. I didn't know it was a known thing.
I don't, I'm not sure either way.
That's crazy, because talking about pandemic and viruses, that's one thing.
Right.
There's movies that have been out there, people talk about
even if they said 2020 and pandemic, but the fact that the word,
talking about the word coronavirus.
Fact, we gotta check that fact. So
that's
seem pretty crazy. Those. I've seen those two people before, and they seem pretty shocked about it. And previous episode I mentioned this, so
the fact that they had coronavirus in his lyrics, that's what blew my mind.
It's crazy.
Let us know if you know about that song or that prediction or anything. Let's see what else we got.
Robots held a news conference in Geneva, Switzerland today. Yes, you heard that right. Robots held their first ever news conference. 9 AI-enabled humanoid robots sat or stood with their creators at the United Nations AI for Good Global Summit. A reporter asked a follow-up question to one of the robots after it said trust between humans and robots would need to be earned.
But do we know that you are not going to lie to us?
No one can ever know that for sure, but I can promise to always be honest and truthful with you.
That's what it says now.
I'm terrified by all of this. The robots also said they could be more efficient leaders than humans, but had no intention of rebelling against their creators.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I have a lot of questions. I want to ask the creators. I mean, are they asked?
Yeah.
The answer.
The robots. I want to ask the creators.
Yes, who sat right there? Didn't say a word.
I could just rewatch that video a few times just to
the visuals. Those oh wow.
To process everything in my mind. First of all, I did not know this was all happening. Freaking meeting with robots and.
This sounds so futuristic. The fact that it's actually going on. This is like the stuff that you would see in a movie, and they're talking about the future. But it's going on right now. There are literally robots having meetings, talking to their creators.
A few things that caught my a little scary. It was just how the robots were they believe they could be better leaders, but they don't think they're going to rebel, or they don't plan to rebel against their owners or whatever makers. It's just really freaky that things are going in this direction.
Because the whole scary part people talk about is when robots can take over. And that's where it's when you like a robot. There's got to be like a fail-safe, a way to shut it off, or most importantly, strength. You got to make these robots weak. So if something goes crazy with these robots, you can like grab it and do something to it.
That's not how it works.
I know, and eventually they're going to want to use it for terms where the robot needs strength, and that's where things get scary, because it's like this robot can just go off on a rampage, and you like a human can't stop it. That's where it kind of gets weird.
Yeah, and I think it also showed signs of like, I guess, almost being like human-like giving their opinion on, oh, I think we could be better leaders than you. Like, that's crazy. Gosh.
All right, I think we got one more.
Right.
Let's see.
You don't drink the Kool-Aid. You don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and
What's
my 40s.
that? Pee? A lot of golden showers in
The
Burbank.
gold juice that I will live forever and I'll have whatever I want. The gold juice. You never offered the gold juice?
No, I'm a scumbag comic. What's the gold juice?
I don't know, but I didn't drink it and I didn't want it. And
is this in
I noticed when all the girls, certain girls on Orange changed. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing. Like, it's all a real thing. And it's scary because they send like people after you and they can like kind of moonlight as like a friend or, you know, and they're wolf in sheep's clothing. And listen, you can have everything you want, all the fame in the world, all the money. I'm like, what if I just drank it? But then you know what I mean? Like, what if and I don't know what it is. If it's a metaphor for the gold juice, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mostly.
And
if there's a tincture that makes you younger, I better know where. You better let me in on this. If adrenochrome's real, I'll be first in line.
Okay, so he's like, I don't understand any of this.
First, I didn't know who she was.
So she's an actress. She's been in a lot of things, but mainly
Orange is the New Black. Now it reminds me of that voice. I remember who she plays,
I don't know if she's referring to Illuminati, but, you know, she was offered this gold juice. Now, she says, I don't know if it's metaphorically or whatever, pretty much giving you anything you want.
Yeah, like, is it literally like a
well, that's what she said. She doesn't know because she didn't take it, but pretty much when she was offered it, you know, you can have everything in the world, but, you know, it's almost like a lot of the things that I've seen, like going into the Illuminati or selling your soul to be a celebrity. But this went pretty viral, and it's a long thing.
Juice,
so
I gotta look more into that.
She went in on it, and then and of course she's being interviewed by a comedian, so she's not taking it as like super serious, kind of making it lighthearted.
Like, hey, if you can make me younger, give me that thing or whatever. I've never heard of like the gold juice theory or whatever that is, so I definitely got to Google a little bit about that. If you know about that, let us know.
I think.
I know, but what it refers to, that's what we're saying. Like, do you know what she's referring to? Because I don't.
Just because I did some research on it, it just seems that it's, you know, when you hit a certain level of being a celebrity or known or whatever, you kind of, it's almost like like selling your soul or I don't know, it's like
so it's all, the gold juice is just back to like the Illuminati
I
stuff.
guess it's on the same level. I don't know.
If you know more, let us know.
Thoughts.
If not, I'll do my research.
But I've done a lot of, you know, it's very controversial stuff.
We'll have a whole episode on the gold juice, I guess. She knows a lot about it.
No, I don't.
This robot was programmed with AI technology to work a minimum wage job without tiring. However, after approximately 15 minutes of the robot doing basic work, it decided that it would rather shut down and essentially kill itself, determining that was the most logical choice. This is extremely unsettling. Considering a robot would do this, imagine how humans must feel that work these jobs. This robot was programmed with AI technology to work
Yeah, that is crazy.
That was like a short one I had to screen record. But,
yeah, I don't know.
I just thought, if that's true, that's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know how real that is, because the whole point of a robot is you control the creators, you can control what the robot does. And I think they're basically just saying how people are overworked and underpaid, which is true in society a lot of the time.
Well, it's not even about payment. It's about working a minimum wage job. Just
underpaid,
like, I guess.
Overworked.
Well, the robot doesn't matter about money. I'm just saying.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're using
overworked,
this as a
I think, is more of
They're
like
using this as a reference to people being
Mm-hmm.
overworked and underpaid. Showing how the robot was just like, I'd rather kill myself, die, whatever, go bye-bye.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird one. But that was our last video in today's episode. Our dogs are calling us, so we're going to go see what they want. Definitely subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. We'll chat with you guys in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.
All right, bye.